Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. This is second day, being Friday of January 2026. It happened on the 31st day of December 2025, or what people popularly call as Wash Night of New Year. Normally, I'm not supposed to be making this video again, but the silence speaks volume. Like the way so many monarchs of Yoruba descent in Kwara State are being kidnapped every now and then, and the silence speaks volume. Like nobody's even talking. Now, especially when it comes to this Ifelodun area, like I don't get it. Whether this place, particular, territory has been sold, I don't know. Because the kind of activities going on in this area, it will happen today. You can even predict it's going to happen tomorrow. It will still happen. Like, what is going on? Now, that 31st day of December 2025, like I said, it is popularly referred to as was Night of New Year. There was a news that breaking gunmen abduct Kwara Monarch and son during New Year's Eve. If Panda's attack shoot Queen. I make reference of it during my live broadcast, but I did not actually talk about this. They shot the Queen, they kidnapped the son, they kidnapped the monarch. This is an insult. This is an insult. Not just insult to the king, not insult to the particular community, but insult to a race. That kidnappers that your politician brought into the country are kidnapping your monarchs, defying the palace, taking them into the bush. The other day in Kogi State, a monarch that was kidnapped, when he returned back, people were celebrating the return of that monarch. Like, how did we get here? No, how did we get here, honestly? Okay, I'm going to analyze this article for you. Let us take it step by step. It started by gunmen suspected to be terrorists have abducted the monarch of Aafin Community, Oba S.Y, Olaonipekun, alongside one of his sons, Olaolu, a serving National Youth Service Corps member in the Ile-Ire district of Ifelodun, local government area of Kwara State. Now, I just want to say that kidnapping now is a terrorist activity. So there is no need to say some suspected terrorists kidnapped or some suspected terrorists abducted or all those things. All of them are terrorists. Now, the incident reportedly occurred at about 8 p.m. on Wednesday, December 31st, 2025, plunging residents into fear as insecurity continued to tighten its grip on Kwara South communities. Sowore reporters gathered that the armed men stormed the palace in Aafin Ile-Ire, shooting sporadically and forcing their way in after breaking down doors. Meanwhile, during the attack, the Olaolu, that is the Queen consort, Felicia Olaonipekun, was shot in the arm but escaped being taken away. She was later rushed to the hospital for treatment. A palace eyewitness who spoke on anonymity described the moments leading up to the abduction, saying, "I noticed some strange movement outside around 8 p.m. and immediately abducted those inside. We began locking doors and switching off lights. But once they realized this, they started shooting. They gained entrance and demanded to see the Kabiyesi. They also asked for his wife, but she had already been hit by a bullet. Kabiyesi came out and they took him. They later discovered Olaolu in hiding and seized him as well, that is his son. At least 10 family members and visitors were reportedly inside the palace for the holiday season when the gunmen struck. The vigilante unit in the community, which was only 2 members on duty at night, was unable to confront the heavily armed attackers. The vigilantes could not do much because they were just 2 on duty. The gunmen came straight to the palace. They didn't attack any other house, the source added. They came to the palace. They did not attack any other house. Like, their plan is just go to the palace, take the king and take the queen. If possible, take his sons. But unfortunately, they shot the queen and his son and the king was abducted. Now, this is not in our mainstream, television, the mainstream news or the news televisions we have. They are not talking about this. And once people are not talking about it, that man could stay there for 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, 3 weeks. Like, he will stay there for a very long period of time. Why? Because there is nobody that is standing with him. Nobody is talking. But these people are Yoruba people. It's also alarming to how the silence is destroying, the culture and aiding these terrorists. No matter what happened, they belongs to people. They belongs to Yoruba people. So the Yorubas should not be keeping quiet when your kings are being kidnapped like this. It's not fair. I mean a king. No matter how you may put it that he's not Ooni of Ife, he's not an Aafin for you, so he's not first class king. That would be the excuse a lot of people are going to give. Because he's not a first class king, so anything could happen to him. Like we normalize kidnap of kings. You remember that Yoruba kings were also killed at the time. 2 of them were killed by this militia called bandits. The terrorists, even the people who killed them, they did not bring them to book. Like, because of what? Because of politics, or I don't get it. Now, the most painful thing is this. Kawu Baraje is from Kwara State. He boasted of importing these people into Nigeria to remove Goodluck Jonathan. I'm trying to explain to you that what is going on in most of these cities is karma. Okay, it is karma. So Kawu Baraje boasted of importing these terrorists into the country to remove Goodluck Jonathan. He made this statement in his 70th birthday celebration. So it was a public discourse. And it's there on the national news outlets. You can go and verify what I'm saying. It's unfortunate that his own Kwara State now has been sold out. Like it's under siege. People can't do anything any longer. It's so unfortunate. Like, as I said before, what made me to start doing this video even after 2 days this thing occurred is because of the silence. I tried to check it on the other news platforms. Are they talking about this? I mean, a king is languishing in detention. A king is there in the bush with kidnappers. God forbid. How do we get here? So, this same Kwara State was where the military arrested 4 persons who confessed that the National Security Advisor gave them gun, AK-47, that is prohibited for them to carry. And the matter has been swept under the carpet. Nobody's talking about it any longer. The office of the NSA admitted that they gave them the gun, that those people are vigilante under NSA. So vigilante under NSA is now being armed with AK-47 to go and commit crimes because they don't have the legal backing to carry such guns. Everybody's keeping quiet because of politics. But because your brother is a president, evil is happening in your domain, you are keeping quiet. Like if you talk, they will say you are attacking president. No, some people need to understand that generations are already in trouble. The consequences of our silence today, the effect of everything we are doing wrong today is going to affect generations to come. It's going to affect generations to come because to address all these things that APC cost for good 16 years, Buhari and Tinubu is not even up to 16 years. This terrorist party called APC, what these people have cost, to address it is going to take like 500 years. You may not understand what I'm talking about. Sold the whole country into slavery, import Fulani militias from around the country and come to national television to boast that you imported them. People who are supposed to talk are under payroll of the same people who are importing terrorists. They are afraid to talk, they keep quiet. It's unfortunate, like very, very unfortunate. Anyway, it is what it is. Thanks for joining me in this video.